To talk to Courtney.
Thanks, guys. Bruce, you had a hand. You had to make a move.
I did. I had an ace-10 suited, which is a strong hand. Unfortunately, I came against a stronger hand. I didn't catch. That's poker.
We are down to 5 players. Stay tuned. We're coming right back on the World Poker Tour.
Bill, you just called.
We're very excited here at Foxwoods to offer the newly expanded World Poker Room, which has been expanded from 76 games to 114, so we can accommodate our players and offer more variety of games for everyone.
3 players.
The Hold'em games have exploded with the watching of the tournaments on television. It's brought a lot of new faces in and a much larger crowd.
This is one of my favorite venues. I won a WPT final table here at Foxwoods.
Welcome to the Millionaires Club, Hoyt.
How can I not love it?
Welcome back. You're watching the Foxwoods Poker Classic here on the World Poker Tour. We are down to 5 players now. We just lost our family practitioner, Bruce Cater. All right, action on Victor. Throws away 10-3 into Larry Clare, who has San Francisco 49. Can't play.
Round to the 21-year-old phenom now, Alex Jacob.
Hasn't played a hand tonight. This time he picks up Queen 9.
And he's in position. He's on the button. And he is going to raise it here. Comes in for 80,000.
Makes his move into the used car salesman, John Russell. He's got King Jack in the small blind.
A marginal hand when an opponent's already raised the pot in front of you.
Call.
And he is going to make the play, Vince.
Ed Jordan going out, so two-way action. Queen 9 versus King Jack.
What a diverse group we've got here. Here's a 21-year-old student and a used car salesman going at it here.
Is the flop 10-6-5, helping neither player.
Action's going to be on John. And he wiggles that little finger, which means check.
And that means I'll give you a discount, too, on the used car if you buy it now.
It's around to Alex. Alex, a very methodical player, takes his time on every decision, every bet. And he is firing this pot with nothing, Vince. He's got Queen high, and he's making the play. 100,000.
I'm all in.
John, look at this. He's going over the top. He says all in.
Wow. He has gone all in with Kojak here. What a play this is.
Check and raising with nothing.
Now, we can see he has the best hand, but believe me, to make a play like that with just king high in this situation against a raiser and a guy who bet after the flop, that is playing the game.
I heard a few guys say, oh, I want to make it into the money. That doesn't really matter to me. I want to compete for first. I don't have the most chips, but I'm going to stick to my game and play it my way, and that's it.
Very strong move by John Russell.
Well, there's a case that you're not playing based on the strength of your hand, but based on the strength of what you feel your opponent has. He trusted his poker instincts there. If you sense weakness on your opponent, you got to take advantage of it. Go with your gut feeling. John Russell did so there, moved all in and picked up that pot nicely.
No full-time professionals at this table. These guys going after millions of dollars.
You're right, Vince. 2 retirees, a 21-year-old student, a used car salesman, and a small businessman. Beautiful.
Back to the cards. It's on Alex Jacob. He's got Queen 8 this time.
Lays this hand down.
Back on John Russell. This time picks up Ace Jack.
Wow.
Says all in with a short stack here. Ed out.
He might be short stacked, Vince, but he's got over 750,000 in chips.
I'm all in.
And Victor Ramden going over the top with the weapons of mass destruction, pair of aces.
Now around to the big blind, Larry Clare, and look at this, Vince. He's picked up 2 jacks. He also has a big hand. But two players have moved all in front of him.
Look at this. He's got a big decision here. Huge hand, five-handed.
I'm a little surprised Victor would move all in right there. Why wouldn't you just call and hope you get more action with the guy behind you?
And he gets Larry to go away.
It's a nice laydown by Larry there.
Excellent one.
But I got to say, I'm surprised at the size of this bet by John Russell. He's bet over $750,000 when the big blind is only $30,000. The problem is you're never going to be called unless you're beat.
You're so right, but I'm also surprised about Victor all in. Why chase the other guy out?
Well, you make a good point there, Vince. I would have just called two had it been him. Who knows? Larry might have played as well. Victor might have taken two of them out if the two aces stand up here.
Well, John Russell right now needs a lot of help. He's got ace-jack up against the mother of all poker hands, pair of aces.
Well, part of his problem is he can't make three jacks because we saw Larry fold two jacks. So he's got to make a straight or a flush to win this pot.
I picked a bad spot for that.
As much as we were praising him on the previous hand, Vince. And this could be a fatal error for the used car salesman here. His transmission could drop right to the floor unless he gets very lucky right now. Well, flop comes 9-4 deuce. Well, all we can do is tie this pot now if it comes 3 and a 5, where they'll both make a 5-high straight. Otherwise, he's going to be gone.
9-4 deuce. All right, let's go ahead and see the turn card, please.
And it's a 9. That's going to do it.
The used car salesman's heading back to the lot.
Last card irrelevant. It's a 10 of diamonds. As he shakes their hands, he's going to pick up $208,000. John Russell, our fifth-place finisher.
Well, he got into this tournament by winning a $1,000 satellite. Parlayed it into well over $200,000, so a nice week for him here. But he'll be thinking about the way he played that hand for a long time to come. With that pot, Victor Ranman has taken the chip lead at this final table. He's got well over $3 million in chips. Ed Jordan in second place right now with about $2.9 million. Larry Klur, $1.8 million. And the short stack right now is the 21-year-old student from Yale, Alex Jacob, with about $675,000.
Back down on the felt. EBJ with Big Slick this time.
125.
Makes it $125,000. Victor quickly folding.
Around to Larry. He gets out of the way.
Now the action's on Alex.
Well, we check at the WPT hole cam brought to you by Budweiser to see Alex has picked up 2 6s.
Yeah, nice mid pair right there.
Well, every player at the table has at least 3 times as many chips as he does. So he knows he's going to have to make something happen.
Looks a little miserable.
But still, blinds are only 15 and 30,000.
Well, the student's going to be put to the test of how to play this one right now. EBJ holding a huge hand here. Big Slick.
Do you just want to make the call before the flop and see what happens? Do you want to come over the top, try to pick the pot up right away?
Come on.
Well, he's done it. He's gone over the top here.
He's chosen to be very aggressive with the mid pair 6s.
What's the count out?
EBJ wanting the count.
Well, it's going to be over 500,000 more for him to make this call.
Oh, sorry, it's 125.
But with his chip count, Vince, it'd be hard to believe he could throw his king away.
450. No, it's a little more than that. 540, 546.
Oh, 540. I call.
Well, that is making the call.
Yeah.
He's done it.
Wow.
So we've got the classic race situation here. The under pair versus the 2 overcards. The youngster must win it to stay alive for $1.3 million in this pot.
Tremendous drama. Stay tuned. We're coming right back with the conclusion in just a moment.
Welcome back to the Foxwoods Poker Classic, where Alex Jacob is all in against retired CFO Ed Jordan. Can the Yale senior survive, or will he flunk this final table exam?
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. Alex Jacob with 6s up against Ace King. Here comes the flop.
Oh, it's a great flop for Alex. It's come 10, 9, 5 of spade because he has the 6 of spades. That's going to take 2 of the outs away from Ed Jordan here. The ace of spade and king of spade will not win this pot for him now.
There's 4th Street. It's a 4.
So Ed Jordan must catch an ace or a king that's not a spade now if he's going to eliminate this 21-year-old on this hand.
All right, let's go ahead and see the river card.
Down to the river. What's it going to be?
It's a 4 of diamonds.
Oh, he's done it.
Well, there you go. The fraternity brothers whooping it up in the crowd there. Alex Jacobs stays alive, and he is right back in the hunt here, Vince. Chalk one up for the kid right there.
Well, I'm the youngest player at the final table by at least 10 years, but I feel like I'm the second most experienced and the second best player at the table. I rarely show any emotion at the table. Yesterday, we were down to 12 or 13 players. Gavin Smith, he says to me, you know, you're playing for $1 million. Why do you look so sad? And I just said to him, you know, this is how I always look. And he thought that was pretty funny.
He's got a pair of aces for Alex.
It's hard for me to win a hand and then, you know, pump my fist and show the emotion. And then I have to go back to the next hand and I have to be stoic again. Hopefully it makes me tougher to read.
The 2 seat, we have Alex Jacob.
Hopefully it gives me a little bit of an edge. I don't know any other way to play, you know?
So Alex Jacob wins that pot, wins the race, stays alive. And Vince, earlier this season, we saw Nick Schulman, a 21-year-old, win the previous event here at Foxwoods. Could we see another 21-year-old win again tonight? What is Foxwoods, the fountain of youth around here?
It is just incredible. This young guy from Yale, what a story he's got to tell back at the frat house.
Well, action's going to be on Alex here. This time he looks down at the 8-3 offsuit, lays it down.
And now it is on EBJ Ed Jordan. He's got king 4 hearts, but he's going to raise it with the button to 125,000.
Well, he's in position, so he makes the raise.
To Victor Ramden. Victor this time has ace-7 offsuit.
Now, it's not the kind of hand you're crazy about when a guy's raised in front of you. But in this case, the guy who raised it is on the button. You automatically sense thievery when a guy raises on the button.
Raise.
What a play by Victor here. He is going to re-raise it with the ace-7, not just call it. He is coming over the top here to try to win this pot right now.
275,000.
Well, Victor has made it 400,000 to go.
It's good. Raise an additional 275,000.
Now it's on Larry with just a queen 3.
Well, he's not going to get in the middle of this war.
Now it's back on the man with the nerve. King 4, Ed Jordan.
I'm all in.
Wow, Vince, he's gone all in here with the king 4. He just senses that Victor is making a move on him here. But folks, to move all in for over $2 million with a king 4 when your opponent has re-raised you is astonishing.
Well, that's very, very impressive. What he's doing here, he's saying, look, I looked like the target. I mean, I was the guy with the button. It looked like I was trying to steal. So Victor picked up on that. But I know he can't be that strong because I think that's what he was thinking.
Man.
I'm going all in.
Right.
Well, Vince, this would be the call of the year. Victor could make this, but whether he calls or not, you better stand up and salute this Ed Jordan for making this kind of move. He just sensed Victor was just coming over the top of him, sensing weakness. But he is going to try to dash him out right here by moving all in for another 1.7 million.
Boy, oh boy, they're both sticking the finger in each other's chest here, saying, I don't believe you, I don't believe you.
Well, Victor knows there's over $500,000 in the pot right now. Going to cost him 1.7 million to call.
Now, this is when the game is really played. I mean, this is when you're not waiting for perfect cards. You're just playing the other person. A game of psychology, high-stakes psychology, and this is what's really good about poker. He's laying down the hand, of course, just brilliantly done by EBJ.
I don't see how Victor could make that call for another $1.7 million. He just got outplayed there, Vince.
Only thing that EBJ did do wrong was he didn't show the hand. Just show the hand, show the world.
Oh, Victor would have come out of his chair if the guy would have shown him the king 4 there.
He would have. Well, daring and crazy poker we're seeing here tonight at Foxwoods. What a move by EBJ.
You got to salute the guy to move all in there for another 1.7 million. Coming over the top of the chip leader. That is a bold play.
Well, the antes have gone up to $5,000. Blinds being